Introducing one of the most celebrated sports personalities in the world today, former heavyweight champion of the world, Nature Boy, Ric Flair!
You know, there are moments like this in a sold-out Asheville Civic Center with millions of fans watching on pay-per-view that we all just dream about. The only thing I can say is, welcome back, Ric Flair.
Well, let me just say that in life sometimes a picture is worth 1,000 words. And WCW, the Nature Boy, is back to rock and roll.
Nature Boy Ric Flair will be sitting with us here at ringside for this NWA title bout against the Great Muta and Barry Windham. We feel honored to have you with us, and I know it's going to be a big bout. It's great to have you back. The fans are here behind you, and a big night we're having so far.
We're live, we're up, the lights are bright, the city's on fire, and now we're wrestling for the title I never lost. Woo!
Gary Capetta, take it away.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest, it is for the NWA Heavyweight Championship of the world. It is set for one fall with a 1-hour time limit. Introducing first the challenger from Sweetwater, Texas, weighing 278 pounds, Barry
Windham. He is making his way to the ring for the NWA Heavyweight title. Jesse Ventura, Ric Flair with me here. And gentlemen, Rick, I want to say first, you know Barry Windham as well as anybody else. Tremendous athlete.
Well, he's one of the greatest of all time. Let me say hi to the body. It's the first time we've been hooked up, body. It's a pleasure to be here with you.
Absolutely, the Nature Boy and the Body together for the first time in wrestling history, Giovanni. And you're right in between us.
This is a night I'll never forget. Go ahead, Gary.
And ladies and gentlemen, his opponent from Tokyo, Japan, weighing 243 pounds, the NWA Heavyweight Champion of the world, the Great Muta.
The Great Muta, who won that belt January 4th, 63,500 from Masahiro Chono. Chono, of course, was a tremendous champion, but what a great match that was. The Great Muta, who has certainly been in the United States before, has his name on that belt. Hiro Matsuda's with him. Grizzly Smith, the representative of WCW. We go to the ring, and we're going to listen in to the pre-match rundown.
For the NWA World Heavyweight Champion belt. As I instructed the rules in the dressing room, we will go by the NWA rules. I'd like to remind you that throwing over the top is an automatic disqualification. Understand? Also, you cannot run your opponent's head into the steel post. That results in an automatic disqualification. Understand? Both men? But
Make sure he understands the rules.
But the NWA allows you to come off the top rope. So good luck.
There it is. That is a belt that you are very, very familiar with, Ric Flair.
Very familiar with.
Nature Boy, let me ask you right here at the get-go. Nobody knows that belt better than you. Who you picking?
Well, it's a tough question, Buddy, but I gotta go with Barry Windham. I think Barry Windham's one of the greatest wrestlers to ever walk that long, immortal aisle. I've known him since he was 18 years old, and this man's ready for his first world championship. That's taken nothing away from the Great Muta.
The last WCW pay-per-view, these two men squared off in the finals of Battle Bowl with the Great Muta coming out ahead in that. But oddly enough, they were teammates in the Lethal Lottery to get there. So they know each other quite well.
Well, Muta's gonna have to hit and move out there. Windham with the advantage in size and strength. Windham about 6'7", weighing in at about 275, 280 pounds. So Muta's gonna have to hit and run.
You know, Buddy, that's the key. A lot of people look at the agility and the great athletic ability of Barry Windham. They forget that he's 6'7" and 270 pounds.
Little feeling out period here going on. Now the collar and elbow tie. Back they go to a corner. And Randy Anderson calling for the breakdown.
And one of the great things about this matchup, it's got an hour time limit. And that's what the Nature Boys specialize in. The hour-long man, Shabani.
Oh, thank you, Jesse. I always called myself the 60-minute man.
Also a man who liked them big, too. The big guys. Great to have Ric Flair here with us at ringside and here in Nashville, and of course in World Championship Wrestling.
Incredible atmosphere here tonight.
You're exactly right.
This place is on fire. They know that the championship's on the line. Two great championships on the line.
Once again,
Windham's going to win this. I would guess he would.
Well, Buddy, let me just say this. I've wrestled Muta many times too. He's got tremendous athletic ability. I look at him more as being a little more acrobatic than Windham, but take nothing away from him. All those jabs are tough.
You see, Muta is down to his knees, so certainly Windham has that leverage advantage, but Muta.
Yeah, the strength factor's with Windham here.
Now Windham, as Muta is back up to his feet, Windham hoists him up over the top. Great move, Barry Windham. And he's back up, and Muta quickly rethinks his strategy, back to one knee.
I gotta tell you guys, it's tough sitting outside watching this one.
Oh, I imagine it is. I imagine it is, Rick, especially in a place, and you had some legendary matches here in Asheville, North Carolina.
It ain't tough for me. I enjoy retirement.
Side headlock is applied. You know, I've often wondered, Rick, the Great Muta, it was a long plane ride to get to Asheville, North Carolina from Tokyo. Certainly, that had to take something out of it coming over here.
Well, Tony, being the NWA champion, long plane rides and long matches are part of the territory. You either make the adjustment or you don't hang on to that title very long. When you're a world champion, you're on that plane, you're in the air, you're on a train, you're in a limousine, you're going to the arena every day, and you got to be ready to defend that title under any conditions.
Shoulder block that time by Muta over the top. Look at that, flips out of the way. Windham up top, swing kick. Windham goes down. Muta side lock kick. Side headlock takeover, a one count that time. Wow, they got it going that time. Windham showed a lot of agility as well, like you were talking about, Rick, for a man his size.
Well, he's a second-generation wrestler. He learned a lot from his dad, and believe me, his dad was one of the toughest of all time to ever walk into that squared circle.
Absolutely. Blackjack Mulligan. What a competitor. Right now, Muta is very content with keeping Windham right on the mat, grinding in the headlock here. You can talk anytime, Ventura.
Hey, I'm resting the vocal cords. I got the Nature Boy out here.
You've never rested the vocal cords in your life.
I'm watching the match.
The Body and I have been missing each other by a year or two for the past 10 years, and here we are, hooked up. National television,
yes.
We're wild tonight.
And I like to say, hello, America. I'm right between them both.
I better call him Mayor Ventura.
Soon to be senator.
Oh, my goodness.
You got my vote, Body.
Side headlock. Once again, mat wrestling here by the Great Muta, holding on to Barry Windham.
And that's probably what Muta's got to do, is keep Windham down on the mat, keep the big man off his feet, then the advantage is to the Japanese wrestler.
Windham rolls him up, one.
I would say that Muta's put on a good 10 to 15 pounds the last time I saw him. He looks like he's in great shape.
Once again, Randy Anderson checking. That headlock is applied snugly.
Well, I got to ask the Nature Boy. Nature Boy, are you going to challenge the winner?
You know, Jesse, right now I'm not going to commit to anything, but let me assure everybody that's listening here right now tonight, the saga of Ric Flair is not over yet.
Muta hangs on. Windham tried to pick him up for a belly to back, but Great Muta held on. Tremendous move that time.
Do one thing for me, though, Nature Boy. When you decide to tell somebody what you're going to do, tell me so I can embarrass Schiavone.
Buddy, that's a promise.
All right. How do you like that, Tony?
Do you live just to embarrass me?
Sometimes.
Side headlock.
But then again, you embarrass yourself most of the time.
This match for the NWA heavyweight title.
You know, the average person sitting at home doesn't realize it's about 95 degrees with those lights on you right there in the middle of the ring. And these guys have been hanging on to each other for the past 10 minutes.
Windham nailed Muta. First big high impact blow of the night. Sends Windham in. Windham sends him down. Over the top goes Barry. Muta up top with a leapfrog. Drop kick, and that was right on target.
Textbook drop kick. Hit him right on the jaw with it. Back to the side headlock. And the takeover, and Muta again deciding to take Windham down to that mat.
You know, this match is so important. And so important not only for the Great Muta, the champion, but for a guy like Barry Windham. This is his chance to step into immortality. He can be one of the NWA champions. So I'm wondering, Rick, and you know Barry quite well, he certainly has to have a lot of butterflies coming in.
I don't think he has one butterfly. I think what it's called is incentive. He knows that if he doesn't win tonight, he's going to slide back down that ladder. This is his title shot. It's his chance, as you said, to step into immortality, become one of the great NWA champions.
But the advantage lies with Muta. Oh, look at him, hold that side headlock. Advantage lies with Muta because, as Ric Flair knows, you gotta beat the champ.
That's the
when
name
you're
of the
the
game.
challenger, you got to beat the champ.
Barry's going to have to mount an offensive pretty soon here. Muta's wearing him down with that headlock.
10 minutes gone by in the match. 10 minutes gone by.
10 minutes have gone by and a 1 hour time limit for this NWA title. And we can see from our vantage point Barry Windham, and Barry Windham's in a lot of pain right now. He's had that side headlock on for quite a while here.
Well, it's side headlocks like that, Schiavone, that give you cauliflower ears because you grind that forearm bone, rubbing it constantly across the ear.
They tell me the winner of this match gets a shot at the world champion, Big Van Vader. Is that true?
Well, he'll be right in line. There's no question about that. Into the midsection.
Well, Vader's wrestling a man tonight that I'm no stranger to either, so I'm going to be on hand to watch that one also very carefully.
Windham trying to get Muta up, but Muta would not go that way, and now Muta executes a suplex of his own. Tremendous counter wrestling that time by the Great Muta. Snapmare takeover. Muta takes flight now. Oh, that elbow right on target.
I've been on the receiving end of that a few times. That'll wear you down real fast.
Side headlock again, taking Barry Windham over, and once again, Muta's game plan to keep Barry down, driving the headlock.
You got classic wrestling right here, Schiavone. Going back to the hold. You go back to what's working for you.
And he's keeping him in the middle of the ring where he can't get to the ropes.
And in Windham's case, that's important because when you're 6'7", you can usually reach the ropes from just about anywhere.
Side headlock. Trying to just power out of this side headlock up to a top wrist lock. Can Windham get out of it?
Well, there's Windham's advantage right there. He does have superior strength.
Basically, he's out of it. But no, Muta got it right back again. Now Windham picking him up. And once again, Muta holds on. That's happened about 3 times in this match.
You know, Muta has wrestled enough in this country that you can tell he's gained the respect of the people here in the audience. He's a great wrestler, a great technician, and he may be a little tougher to beat than I thought he would be tonight.
You know, not to change the subject, but I notice, you know, the Nature Boy, wherever he goes, women chase after him, all that problem. But you got 2 security dudes.
How about
with
the
you
entourage? Well, let me tell you, when Elvis Presley walked into buildings he hadn't been in a while, he always had security. The same applies to the Nature Boy body.
Yeah, but these guys look like CIA agents. They got headsets on.
These guys are here on business.
Side headlock.
On the payroll.
On the payroll. And that side headlock is still on, fans. Windham has tried a belly to back. He has tried many different maneuvers to get out of that. He's tried to power out of it, but Muta hangs on to it. The elbow found its home in Muta's face, and that got it away. And now Barry Windham, these high impact blows, getting out of that one. And for the first time, Muta's in trouble here. Or is he? Look at this. Oh yes, Windham held on.
He's in trouble now. He missed the drop kick. He cranked the back of his head on the canvas.
And there was a karate-like chop on the back of the neck from Barry Windham. There's his DDT. He's won many matches recently with that DDT. But he's trying to shake the cobwebs out here.
I'd say Windham's ready to make his move right now. How about that, Body?
He's got to be. He caught him with the DDT. He's got to follow it up right now with something devastating. Kick to the belly.
Wyndham is on target with each and every blow here. Look at this. Side of the head with that one.
Big right hand, and Muta's out to the floor.
The Great Muta spilled out on the far side, and there he is. You can see him, and here comes Barry from the other side. Windham hooking Muta. Oh, belly to back suplex right on the mat.
And that mat outside the ring don't give. It's laying right on top of concrete.
You know, I feel safe as heck out here. There's a guy on the left and a guy on the right, Schiavone.
I feel safe too. There's Ric Flair on my left and Jesse Ventura on my right.
No, I mean besides us, though.
Look at, he's talking into him. Who's he talking to, Nature Boy?
Let's just say he's taking care of business, Jesse.
Okay, I'll say no more.
Sends him in with a vertical suplex. Windham may have it. 1, 2 count. Windham maybe sensing that his time is right now here. He's going to go up top. High risk, or is he? No, I was wrong. Going to drive a knee down.
It's 270 pounds right across the forehead.
I think he thought about going up top and then changed his mind and decided just the knee would work just as well. And here he's going to try it again. And he hit it again.
Yeah, he's making sure that Muta is down before he tries a high-risk maneuver. Now he's going to cover it. Got a 2 count, and Great Muta kicks out one more time.
A few more knees in the face like that, Muta ain't going to have the war paint on no more.
The war paint?
Oh, whatever it is, the Ninja Warrior stuff. I don't know what it is. I ain't from Japan. Sleeper!
Thank you. Sleeper hold is applied. The key is where he is in the ring here.
And it's right in the middle. Muta's got nowhere to go.
Windham makes sure that he is closer to the ropes than Muta in his positioning here. And there you see it applied.
You know, as I watch him out here, I keep thinking what I'd do if I was in that position. I know what I'd do. I hope Barry and Muta can figure out what they're going to do.
If Muta goes down, this could be all.
Could be over right here. Sleeper hold.
This is a gut check for Muta right now. This is the first time that Barry has really been on the offensive.
He's okay. The referee, Randy Anderson, says he's fine. He is not out.
He's okay right now, but the sleeper's still applied. He could still go out.
Windham now.
Now Wyndham's starting to think.
Yep.
Now he's starting to think.
Absolutely. Foot on the rope for more leverage.
You got to play this game to win, Schiavone.
Oh, I was told that many times earlier in the night.
I like that, Schiavone. Someone finally agrees with me out here.
Once again, the leverage applied. I think the amazing thing here is this sleeper's been on for, what, a couple of minutes now, and he is still not out.
By doing that, he's got 270 pounds leaning on that sleeper hold.
Well, if you look at the forearm, though, Muta's wrenched the forearm up a little. It's not across the carotid arteries. It's more on the side of the face.
So,
but he may be dreaming soon.
Barry Windham may be a few seconds away from being NWA champ. Nope. Muta seems to be still in it as well.
Barry's going back to the feet on the ropes. Oh, ref caught him that time. If you're gonna play, you gotta be afford to pay if you get caught.
But the end result is the Great Muta is in major trouble here now. And Windham is relentless. He's not gonna let up at all here, Rick.
You know, Bonnie, I know a good-looking blonde that tells me that all the time.
Just one?
Let me ask you, Shivani, do you even know a good-looking blonde?
No, I don't.
Didn't think so.
Top of the head.
Brunette or redhead? Anything?
Right to the side of the head, and Barry Windham right now is in command of this match.
He's opening up big time.
He is in command of this match. He makes it a 1, 2.
This is how you get to be the NWA champion. You get after it, you get after it hard and fast.
Obviously, Muta's still feeling the effects of the sleeper. He's groggy. And Windham has got to take advantage of it here. This is his chance right now to win the whole thing.
Waistlock into a side salto, and now here's a cover by Barry. 1, 2, Muta kicks away.
Hey, you got to give Muta a lot of credit here, man. He ain't giving up that title easy.
And I think after that kick out, guys, it seemed that Muta may be getting a second win here. Look at it. Windham right on top of the head.
And this match has gone on so long, we're starting to see Muta's face.
Right to the feet of Ric Flair goes Great Muta. Barry Windham just hauls off and slaps the taste right out of his mouth.
Big right hand, Muta's hurting.
Windham back in the ring. Windham needs him in there. A count out, and the title remains Great Muta's. Oh, wow. Muta, like a surge of energy right there. Windham saw that, so he goes on the outside to bring him down again.
20 minutes gone.
Smart move by Barry Windham right there. Came down off the apron, caught him on the back of the neck, stunned him again. Muta still hurting, rolling in that ring.
I think right about now, Muta's contemplating the disgrace of getting off that jumbo jet in Tokyo without the NWA title.
Chopping back and forth. These two tremendous athletes. Windham, second generation athlete, who sees this as his biggest night, the biggest night of his career. The Great Muta, like you said, Rick, doesn't want to be disgraced, does not want to go back home without that prestigious gold belt.
They'll be hard on him in Tokyo, believe me.
Here's a slam. A cover after an elbow. Windham, you think he's getting a little frustrated here?
Not quite yet, I don't think.
And now a reverse chinlock is applied. So he goes down to the mat against the Great Muta here.
See, there's the experience. He didn't get frustrated. He went back to a reverse chinlock right here and applying more pressure and pain on the Great Muta. Hey, Windham knows there's still 40 minutes to go in this match. Nobody said it would be easy.
Certainly in athletes like this, and Rick, you've faced well-conditioned athletes before with a 60-minute time limit. You do have to pace yourself. You can't really get flustered or upset early on in the match.
Tony, the key to Ric Flair's success all these years is the fact I've never been against anybody in better condition than me, so I don't even know what you're talking about.
Over the top. Muta.
And there's the Windham weight advantage again. Muta could not get enough momentum to take Big Barry Windham off his feet. Windham drops the big right hand on Muta and stops the rally.
Windham to the attack once again. Windham. Muta ducked out of the way. Muta got him down. Oh no, 2 count. That was close. Maybe their closest one yet.
That was a desperation move by Muta, but he hit it well, and Windham almost got caught napping there.
He sends him into his boot. Put his boot up on the turnbuckle and send Muta's head right into the boot. Boy, Windham just measured him that time, targeted the forehead, and planted the right hand.
And Now I think Windham is getting slightly frustrated because you can see him jawing with the referee. Referee's got nothing to do with anything out there, unless he thinks he's counting slow.
Maybe trying a pile driver here. Tremendous elevation that time as it got him up. Muta, as you can tell, he's still dazed, but Windham, once again, stays right on it. Wow, what a match we are seeing for the NWA title.
You know, I think the longer the match goes, the advantage is going to shift even more and more towards Windham because he didn't have to do the traveling that Muta did to get here.
And that could be a good point, Jim. He goes face first. This could be the moment. Windham, though, drops a leg, rolls him over. It could be it. 1, 2, he hooks a leg, but Muta gets away again. Whoa. Muta and Windham. Muta down. Windham's going to measure him again and just kick him right in the head.
It's legal. It was flat.
You heard Barry Windham saying the flat of the boot, it's legal as long as he ain't kicking him with the toe part.
Well, I think Randy Anderson was just reminding him to keep it. A spin kick that time. Keep it the flat of the boot. Muta, what great ability to take a beating and come out with a move like that.
What quickness, too. Did you see how quick he got that kick in? But Windham does a standard thumb in the eye. I don't care who you are, Schiavone, that'll stop you.
Now, putting Muta up. One of his favorite moves, Ric Flair, is that superplex. This could be it right here.
Tony, I've been on the end of this a few times in my career with Barry Windham on the other end of it. So I know exactly what Muta's thinking about right now, and I know what he's about to feel.
That's exactly what Windham's going for. Middle turn, but look, Muta fighting back.
Well, Muta did his homework.
Headbutt. The big chop. Windham goes down.
And all of a sudden, the tide of this match is shifting, Schiavone.
Muta springing off of the top turnbuckle, the big chop, and you're right. It has turned. The momentum is turning. Muta goes in. Handslot. The big hand springing. Nails him and goes over the top. Barry Windham pinned in the corner. And the backbreaker.
I think Muta's getting ready to go for his finishing move. Barry better start thinking now.
It's the moonsault. He's got him in position. Here he goes. With the move.
Missed his head by inches.
That's how close it was, Rick. You're exactly right. He went for it, he missed.
I think personally Muta went for it too quick. He should have softened him up more.
Windham, a kick to the midsection. Now hooks him, trying the suplex. Muta slipped from behind, belly to back, and both men are down. Muta cannot make a cover right here.
The lights are getting hotter. The match getting hotter. Now we find out who wants to be the NWA champion.
What about Muta that time? Just springing up. Like maybe a third win. He's going to go for the moonsault again here, Rick. One more time. The Muta moonsault. Barry got the knees up.
You know, he got burned with it the first time. I don't understand why he'd do it again.
Clothesline Windham. Windham double arm. The DDT. Windham covers. 1, 2. We got it, champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner and new NWA World Heavyweight Champion, Barry Windham.
Ric Flair has
This is interesting. Look at this. Ric Flair is actually strapping the belt onto Barry Windham.
And as cool as the man he is, Ric Flair.
What a show of sportsmanship by the Nature Boy.
There you have it. Put his name down to next to guys like Ric Flair, like Harley Race, like Lou Thez.
Terry Funk, the list goes on and on.